He destroyed it.
Yeah.
He destroyed it after a while.
Did he?
He played with it
Dude,
so
they were
much
badass.
it started to break. Like he played with it all the
The
time.
badass ones are the ones like where it like makes an overpass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
it
the
did.
overpass ones, and there's
Figure
like the figure eight
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
And like
Those
you
were
know
fun.
someone's gonna run into
So, yeah.
someone.
Even after
Smug.
it broke, he still wanted to play with the cars. And I
Yeah.
was like, no, don't do that on stuff because it has the wiring
Yeah,
underneath.
scratch
It'll
it up.
scratch everything up. He's just like, well, you can cut that off. I'm like,
Whirly balls like that.
Whatever.
You guys ever play whirly ball? It sounds exciting as it sounds, but you're in a
Not
car.
really.
Sounds delightful.
You're in a car and you have like I don't even know what those things are.
Like a mallet or something?
There's like really curvy handles. You can like fling a ball with it.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I don't know. What it's, yeah, I mean,
You can
it's
catch
clip
with it,
shaped.
kinda-
yeah, you
yeah.
can catch with it. But you're in
Yeah.
this like a little electric car. Like the whole floor is metal, and you have this little electric car, and your steering wheel literally does just like 360s, like you're churning butter. Okay.
Oh, no.
And so like you can like as you're driving, you can like whip it on a dime and move back and forth. But it could be so much better if it didn't fucking suck ass. Because if that front wheel, if you're stopped and that front wheel is turned, you're not going anywhere. You have to fucking crank that bitch and find forward. If it was just like, you know what I mean, like it would go
didn't
and you can
suck
find
so
it.
much.
Yeah, it pisses you off because you'll get going. You're like, hell yeah, I'm doing good. Like drifting around the little corner, and then you'll get this little scuffle. And then the game's basically over because nobody knows how to fucking drive the thing. So everyone's just piled up in the corner. And there's like 3 people playing whirly ball. And you're like, this is fucking great. Just wonderful. Yeah.
Okay,
So you just, basically what you do is you just gotta keep like sharking, dude. Just keep driving it in like, you know, little loops and shit. And just try and stay away from the road.
Thrown when you can.
Yeah, so it'd be good idea. Y'all fix that shit.
Fix it now.
Whirly ball owners.
I told you about that one year on Thanksgiving. It was either Thanksgiving or Christmas. And they told me not to eat that chocolate. And they're like, no.
Oh, the rum.
They said, no, Taco. This is, the rum chocolate.
The rum chocolate, yeah.
It was like little bottles. Like, I peeled the foil off. I didn't know they had alcohol in them. And I went, like, took a bite. I took a bite when I say it was, like, straight, like, liquor, like, spilling out.
Oh.
It was, like, straight liquor, like,
Do you
straight
guys-
spilling out.
Do you
It was
guys
like
remember
brandy.
the first time you ever tried alcohol?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was at Grandma's house.
How old?
Ooh, I was like 5.
Yeah.
I remember it was a yellow can that just had beer on it.
Oh, really?
Black
Grandpa's
beer.
Grandpa's.
Now, I know I at the wedding, Uncle Richard was letting me sip the top of the shots before they took them. I was young, and Mom said like that was not okay.
Yeah.
Pissed off.
Do you remember what happened later on that afternoon?
No.
Do you remember what happened with Uncle Richard?
No.
He was super drunk.
Yeah.
Mom had to drive him home, back to Grandma's, right?
Yeah.
Guess who had to ride with them?
Who? You?
Yeah. And guess who was in the back seat with me? Uncle Richard. But he I was scared. Hey, I was so scared
I
of
would go
him.
back in time and be there.
He was so drunk. He was leaning over, like laughing and like looking like in my face, and I was up against like the door, and he was like, I was scared. And then we get home, right, and they're like, Mom's like, all right, Uncle Richard is gonna watch you. You're gonna be home here with him. Here's Nickelodeon. Watch. It's a Saturday. It was like a Saturday, and they're like, all right, we're gonna turn on Nickelodeon for you, whatever. And Snick was coming up. Remember Snick, Saturday Night Nick?
Yeah.
That's coming on, and I was just like, okay. And Uncle Richard made it to the bathroom and was like throwing up and had the door had the door closed or everything like that, and then passed out in there. And it's just me, and everybody else left. Mom went back to the wedding, you know, whatever. And I think Dad was still there or whatever. And I'm left at home with drunk Uncle Richard throwing up, like passed out in the bathroom. I am horrified. Because I don't, like, the behavior that was happening in the car was new to me. It was all new
this
to
one
me.
freaking out like that.
Yeah.
See,
I'm already...
That's why he's so panicky now.
I was,
So that was the first time I ever had like a taste. I don't remember it though. That's the thing. It's like,
what about like your first beer?
The first beer, it was a Thanksgiving. I was
How
out.
old?
I was out. I was probably 12 or 13. that's my first like drink, like not just like sneaking it, you know, from mom and dad's or.
That's what I'm saying. Like you snuck it from your parents.
I was at the farm.
Like you snuck a beer from like
that was your first
cookout or
something. So we went to Mineola, right? And we used to ride our go-karts out there. It's like 100 acres out in East Texas. Yeah. And they partied all night. And in the morning, we woke up to go, you know, like shoot the 22 and shit like that and see what we could see.
Go-kart riding and everything.
And they left the cooler out. So I grabbed like two Shiner box. And I opened it. Me and Michael Dixon drank one. And it was the nastiest shit I've ever tasted. He's like, we gotta throw it deep in the woods. So like we like fucking trucked like all in the woods and like shove the bottles on the ground, like shit, you know, shove them like super fucking deep, you know.
They'll find them.
They're like, did you think they counted them? You know,
they
like,
think they
like stupid little kid shit, you know.
Stuff that we would come up with.
But now
tossing it, turning it all night.
Yeah, dude, yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy a Shiner now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I enjoy it now. But then when I first ate it, it's like, this is the most disgusting shit I've
ever
had. You know.
I remember my first drink of like liquor was actually on my 21st birthday.
Really?
No joke.
Cool.
I was
saved it for marriage.
Here's what happened. I've got this entire box of comics I'm going through, right? And I was on the phone with my buddy. He was helping me kind of price a couple of them out.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I think I got some rare covers, and I'm going through them. I'm on the phone, and Dad got me like a thing of rum.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm on the phone looking through the comics and everything. He comes in. He's like, "Hey, Chef, take this." And I don't look. I just kind of put my hand out, you know. And he hands me the drink. I just drink, you know, like I grab and go to drink, and I'm like spitting it out. I'm like, what is that? And he's like, what are you doing? I poured that drink for you. I got that for you. You're 21. You can drink now. I was like, I don't want to.
I don't want to.
Times have changed.
Yeah, now we can't get him off the sauce can.
Shash him over.
What is it? You got your token for 3 months now?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I drank today. No, Crown Apple's amazing.
Yeah, I like Crown
That's a good one.
On ice.
I don't even need it.
You don't even need it?
One of the recordings we did, I drank half a bottle.
Yeah.
Tonight I'm drinking coffee.
Go take a shot of Jameson with me, yeah?
Oh, no, I'm good.
We're out here in the garage.
Hanging out, yeah.
Pretty cold, but it's not too bad.
No, this is
got the big comfy couch.
Yeah.
Big comfy couch.
Oh, this is great.
I think I hear a dog barking though.
Leathery couch.
Do you remember the one Christmas we spent in Angel Fire, New Mexico?
Yeah, that
snowboarding.
Was awesome. That
was kind of like that's kind of what this reminds me of right now. Like just kind of hanging out because it was just like there's no religion, like there's no schedule. We don't need to be anywhere at any specific time. Just hanging out, you know.
That's what it's like to be rich.
All right. Well, here's something. What are you guys getting your kids this year?
Bikes.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Like bikes or
like motorbikes?
Yeah, because we're in here with motorcycles and stuff, and dirt bikes.
They got plenty.
I was like, what kind of bikes?
Yeah, I'm like, where's these little motorbikes?
I just tell my wife,
bro?
It's for the kids. Like, really, that big fucking thing's for the kids. They can ride with me. I swear, Mom, please. No, they're gonna get bicycles so they learn to crash soft. That way, and
before they lose skin.
Yeah, I mean, you see what I have right now. I'm gonna try to get a little 4-wheeler for the kids pretty soon, like a little 50.
Yeah,
I think I want to try them on a 4-wheeler first, and then put them on a dirt bike when they get a little bit more confident.
Yeah, yeah.
Or go-kart.
Go-kart, gotta do the go-kart.
Spiral broke. This fool right here is the most unlucky bastard.
That was the day after Christmas.
You're gonna break your arm and break it in a way where you don't get a cast. How does that fucking work? Huh?
I broke my arm so bad on a go-kart that they couldn't cast it. They had to put me in a splint.
And you could just literally poke it and he would scream.
Yeah. The bone almost came out of the skin. I still don't have cartilage.
Almost doesn't count. I almost got pregnant, but you're not.
It's true until it doesn't poke out.
Yeah, that was not.
So what? Give me a play-by-play. You're driving, your head's bobbling around. You take a corner. All of a sudden, this
what was
fool
that
puts his
story
arm out.
about the scooter and like he hit the
Oh,
gas?
Oh no, not that
The
one.
little Hannah Montana scooter. He was so confident. He was sitting all high and shit. He takes off all cool. He comes to the corner. And instead of leaning, he just turns the handlebars. And he just flat, dude. Poof. Just hit the ground.
I didn't feel. I thought I felt when it happened. I felt like I went over the handlebars and rolled.
The
the
best
best
part is I turned to my buddy and go, watch this. And I ran over there, like, run down. Oh my gosh, my bike. I picked it up and ran off with the bike.
I'm all bloody in my hands and arms and everything. I'm like, this is fine.
I remember your mom said he was so. Oh man,
Oh,
she
he
said-
didn't ride it after that, I don't think.
That we were going to Monster Jam like 10 minutes
Yeah,
after that,
yeah.
and you go, you good to drive? Will you be designated? I was like, that's fine.
We were going to go to the bachelor party in Colorado, and I rented a van, and that scooter
A
was out
van?
there. I rented a van, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that
I
was
said a
awesome.
Band. I was like, what?
A van. No, so we had the scooter out, and me, Mom, and Dad were out there.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we had Mom ride the scooter. She's like, he doesn't have a clutch, you know. And I was like, well, just hit the gas. She hits the gas, right? And whiskey throttles. And crashes into the neighbor's yard, right? And she gets up and she's like, my feet scuffed. She's like, about to be in tears. And me and Dad are like, get back on it. You have to conquer that shit, right? And she like, all of a sudden you see like in her face, like, yeah, I gotta do this. She gets back on it again, whiskey throttles twice, and goes straight for the van I just rented. Missed it by a hair. Crashes in the same neighbor's yard and fucks the grass all up. She gets up crying, like teary-eyed crying, and me and Dad can't hold it back, dude. Just laughing our ass off. Oh, I was alive today. I could say that, just say like, "Hey, Mom," in the scooter, and he would just start dying laughing because it was so fucking funny. It was so fucking funny, dude. Oh man, like you know when it was last where you lose your laugh,
Yeah.
yeah, and you can't breathe.
Yeah.
Because she went right for the van. It's like, no way she did it twice. There's no way she did it twice.
God.
Oh man, that was awesome.
Oh, no.
Good times.
No.
Bye-bye scooter.
Yeah. What happened to that thing?
I sold it to a buddy.
How much?
$300.
Oh, okay.
I bought it for $250, but I actually lost money because I had to do a title transfer after like 4 years of owning it, and that was like $475. So I lost about $175.
Well,
But it was, you know, he needed it for college and shit, so I was like, you know what, dude, go for it. I told him I'd sell it to you.
What's one holiday dish you haven't seen in a long time in your holiday meals? So you're like, man, I wish I saw this again.
Actually, I saw it today was gizzards.
really?
Papa Duncan was the only one I ever knew that ate gizzards.
Fried?
Boiled.
Huh.
Huh.
Did you both just,
Yeah.
Huh? And you both just, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wish I had a fucking twin.
Close enough. No, I don't think I've got anything like
Really?
that, really.
Like, say,
I
for
remember that the
example,
Lay's
grandma
potato
stuffing.
chips used to be a big thing at every family function.
Yeah, but now they're so like in study group in depth and shit.
Yeah, that's the one thing I remember about your mom's. On Christmas Eve, she had hors d'oeuvres upon hors d'oeuvres.
Oh,
like
yeah, like cupcakes,
Yeah.
cookies.
Yeah. Wow, she enjoyed
pickles
that
and
Yeah.
stuff.
She liked making
dips
that
up
stuff.
on dips.
shit. And
Yeah,
she did
yeah.
she'd always do the ornaments. And
shrimps.
people
Oh,
people
gosh.
would always
200 plus ornaments a
Yeah,
year.
man, that was her shit though. You
Yeah.
know, she liked that.
Yeah.
I don't know if she does it anymore, but I mean, shit, that was fucking cool, man.
And you knew, but the sucky thing was, you'd be like, oh, dude, there's like crescent rolls and stuff in the fridge. Dude, we're going to get some like rolls and some biscuits. No, those are for ornaments. You didn't get to eat that shit. Like, no, I want a biscuit. I want
I remember
one
stuffing.
time, I remember one time I was like, Mom, I just want like a badass blanket. Just make me a badass blanket. And she's like, well, how big? Blah, blah, blah. I said, Mom, I want it humongous. I want it draping over the fucking bed. I want it nice and heavy so in the wintertime I do it. So she fucking makes it, dude. It takes her like 3 months. She makes this shit. And it's awesome. I'm like, yes. And so she's like, well, whenever you move out, because I was living at the house at the time, She's like, whenever you move out, you can take it. So I moved out like 3 or 4 months later, whatever it was. And I asked her about it. She's like, no, I think I'm going to keep it. I was so bummed because I think I was supposed to pay for like